What's the crack, lads? Welcome back to the Speed 4. And today we're gonna be checking out a load of new cars that are gonna be coming, including Italian League seasons, best players of the season, and of course a couple of new legends that they've announced as well, which will be added to the free Showtime, or the free big time that you're going to be getting, as well as breakout stars. So let's start with this 50 bucks. So this is 50 big time players. We've already covered a video on it, but we can massively narrow this down now. I think based on a couple of things that they have now released since the last time we did a video on it, and also with their way that they're kind of doing it right. So if we take out every current player in this list, such as Mbappe, Messi, and of course the likes of Tommy Ashu, who even though they are licensed in the game, or Rashford, I don't think that they'll release those players, especially as we have nearly half of the list already released, with 5 players now, and none of them are current players. If we actually take a look at this, we've got Beckham, who is licensed with England. We've got Rijkaard, we've got Barcelona's Ronaldinho, and we got 2 from Manchester United. All partner teams you also are going to predict. Or I'm going to predict that we will get Vieira. We'll probably get Inzaghi. We might throw in Van Basten and Romario there. Keep Beckham company on the international scene, and Rivaldo for the partnership with Barcelona. Now Virgil van Dijk, Bellingham, and Frankie de Jong. We've been getting a load of these Showtime players. We've had Dash, and we've also had the English League Player of the Seasons as well. So it looks like we are going to be getting to new packs. The first pack is going to be a Breakout Stars. Credit to the boys at CT, efootball, and Peter Legendo in Twitter for finding this. This is a Yamal Blitz Curler, Gyökeres and Marmoush with the Showtime skills. It also looks like we're going to be getting Italian League Player of the Season, so we got the Breakout. And then we obviously had the kind of like best players of the season type. We had Dembele and Du, obviously, a Europa League or Champions League ones. Now it looks like we're getting the Italian League Player of the Seasons. And it looks like Scott McTominay is going to be getting the big time card. I think people will kind of like this card will be underrated. I think this could be an unbelievable card. His normal cards in the game are ridiculous as it is. And also a really good goalkeeper, and then Marcus Thuram, a bullet header. Now they've been really feeding into the epic nostalgia campaign. They look to be going back to their roots. And it looks like they'll probably continue to do that. I don't know, will they go back? As far as the likes of international superstar soccer, a lot of people asking me that on stream today. Will we have a chance at seeing somebody old school legends like the likes of Valderrama? Are like those guys that you would have had, years ago, even going back to Thierry Henry. And Henry is actually featured more recently in the game. And I'll show you here in a second, but I think the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, the likes of John Terry and Thierry Henry, Mario Götze, Morata. They all featured on the box before. Ronaldo's probably the big one. Whether he'll come or not with his TIs to Uffle, but I do think that they will go back to PES 4, 5 or 6 again because they're the most iconic games in the series. Or maybe they'll focus on more recent games. If they are. It looks like PES 17, which they've been doing content with Barcelona, which seems to be there. They're still their main kind of like partner going forward into the future. Which in fairness, that partnership has been a long-standing partnership. It hasn't really kind of like, flip-flopped like the Bayern one which they had, and now they've lost again. The Barcelona one, the United one seemed to be the pillar based around it, right? But they have done content here with some PES 2017 gameplay. And this is crazy because Konami for a while, if it felt like that they were like largely ignoring that they'd ever, made or designed or actually created PES, like the franchise just seemed to be literally left to die. But now they seem to be actually going back and kind of like, remember what was really great about the series, even though it had a lot of flaws. And if you look at this image that we see here, this was a PES 2017 Barcelona only epic pack, and there's some really interesting players in here that were released in PES 2017. PES 16, 17, and 18 had unbelievable legends in it. You're talking about R9, you're talking about Thierry Henry. You've got new ones like Larson there. A few of these will come back. Trust me on that. A few of them will come back, as well as some new big names. But you add maybe another 10 of the biggest names. And the biggest legends in world football. And if football is gonna have the best of the best, really, So it's gonna be very interesting and what they do in the future. But let me know what you guys think of this and from this pack. Who you would like to see or from this list. I will talk to you later.